All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Top Line. It's your boy Chris, and ladies and gentlemen, hope everybody's having a great Monday. Well, it may be Tuesday, cause by the time come out, it's gonna be too late. Yeah, I know I had a hot 16, did you? Anyway, man, you can tell let me talk. But hey, Detroit Lions versus Tampa Bay Bucks. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This is one of those games right here. I was like, ooh, the Lions. After the loss to Kansas City, they could come in with their head down. They could come in with this defeatist attitude. They run into a buzzsaw in Tampa Bay. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have none of their secondary. None of their secondary. I ain't saying nothing. I've been hearing people complain about not having the secondary and not having injuries and stuff, and you know what? No, the Lions are just built different, bro. Like they're a resilient bunch, dog. Call whatever you want to say about the Lions. All the injuries they got, they're a resilient bunch of people, man. And I think it all started with the coach. You look at that secondary. There's no way that half of those guys probably be in the damn league by the end of the season. I mean, I think they were trying to, they didn't even know who they were talking to out there. Hey, you, dude from up the corner around the street. Yeah, you, that's on the field right now. Yeah. Hey, make sure you give him a little slack, all right? Cover him. Yeah, all right. All right, Jim Bob, boom, 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 little shack. Hey, we'll get at you, dog. Like, that's how banged up. And they lost someone else in the secondary tonight. But it just you can either be a victim or a victor. You know what I'm saying? You can either be a victor or a victim. And the Lions just refuse to be a victim. They're gonna come out, they're gonna fight. They whooped last week by the Kansas City Chiefs. And they just came back to fight, man. Like sometimes you just gotta get back up and fight again. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you gotta just get back up. You got to get back up and just say, hey, look, they got us, dog. They got us. And if they're the bar, then we know where the bar is at. I'm sorry if it was a little echo. I didn't have my, sometimes when my system ain't muted, right, you can get an echo. So if you heard some echo on that, man, I apologize. But yeah, if sometimes you just gotta get back in it, man. Let's break it down. Let's break it down. Right now, the Seahawks are beating up on whoever they playing right now. Man, who was that? The Texans. Interesting. Okay, Jared Goff, 20 of 29, 241, 1 TD, 1 INT. Did get sacked 4 times. Gibbs, 17 carries, 136 yards. St. Brown, 86. Gibbs gave you another 82. Look, they getting it all out of Gibbs. Well, not really. Because if I tell you he had 82 yards receiving, 136 yards running, you can be like, damn, they just overworked him. This man touched the ball 20 times. That's it. 17 carries and 3 catches. That's crazy. Shouts out to him, man. Shouts out to that guy, man. Because he made an impact. I guess that's all you can ask for, right? For you make a little impact and take every opportunity and make the most of it. The officiating. Let's talk about the officiating. I'm not gonna lie. Like it was some moments on some Lion calls. I was like, I don't know. Then on the Bucks call, like, I don't know. It was like that. I think it all canceled itself out. Honestly, I mean, if you're a Buck fan, you're gonna feel the other way. If you're a Lions fan, you're probably gonna feel one way. But just me sitting back watching the game, man, I did feel like that was one of those games where it was like, the officiating is what the officiating is, man. To me, I don't think the Lions offense was just that phenomenal anyway. But speaking of injuries, man, hey, the Bucks lost Mike Evans again. I think a broken clavicle, if I'm not mistaken. Sooner or later, man, I hate to say it because he's such a great receiver, but sooner or later, I think Mike Evans gonna have to hang it up, man. Hold on one second. I'll see how long Mike Evans been in the league. Do it show here. He been in the league since 11 years. You know, what this year 11? Came in 2014. Okay, not old, but them injuries started. Them injuries are age ass. them injuries will age you. So nah, he didn't. He. I don't know, man. Just feel like the injuries are starting to just. You know what I'm saying? Right here, the note just popped up. Said Evan will be sidelined most of the year from suffering a broken collarbone. Damn, that gotta hurt, man. Y'all ever hear some of these injuries and be like, "Oh, damn, man, I know that hurt, bro." Like, damn, man, we love you. Thank you for entertaining us. How about that, man? Thank you for going out, put your life on the line, in your profession, and you know, for our entertainment and enjoyment. You're paid for it now, but we do appreciate it. I didn't think that the Lions' offense was just juggernauts tonight. Like I said, Gibbs had what the big run. Gibbs was gibbing. That's all it was. Gibbs was gibbing. I think the Bucks, I want to say they could have relied maybe a little bit more on their running game, but then at one point that running game looked by the Steelers as year-old tater chip. So Baker Mayfield, I thought at some times he was off a little bit tonight too. That's what it was I wanted to say in this video as well. Baker Mayfield was off a little bit tonight too, because it was one touchdown pass, man. All he had to do is just put a little touch on it, like just lay it there for him. It was a wide open touchdown. Then there was one screen pass that if he'd have just put it on him, it might have been, if not touchdown, it'd have been a big game. So. Baker was a little off tonight. I will say that he still was 28 of 50, 228 yards. Look, when you throwing the ball, 50 times, yeah, that's not good. That means you got no balance. I mean, Rashad White did give you 10 carries for 38 yards, but you ain't really get much out of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that was surprising because, like I said, the Tampa Bay Bucks been bucking. You know what I'm saying? Like, they've been doing their thug thizzle. So, it was a hell of a game, though, man. But I didn't expect this. I thought it was going to be a much closer game. Let's keep it real. Other than the that third quarter score, the game really wasn't that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it felt like the Lions kind of had control. And it felt like you were just waiting this whole time for the Buccaneers to you know what I'm saying? It like they were pump faking. It was like, oh, hit it. No, guess not. But anyway, man, with that being said, guys, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Your boy gonna try to get a nap, because I got to get back up because I'm working on some other stuff. With that being said, guys, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. And until next time, man, you guys be gritty, great. If you ain't good, don't be do that. Be great. Peace.